Hey everyone, so I'm going to do this pixelation widget again with the same lion. But what I've done, as you'll see in the image on the right, is the width and the height have been doubled. So before it was 8 wide and 6 tall, and that gave me 48 pixels. Now it is 16 wide and 12 tall, which gives me 4 times as many pixels. So I think it's 196 if I did that in my head. So I need to change, I'm going to change this image over here on the left-hand side. I need to change the width and the height. I need to change this width to be 16. So that means I'm going to replace this 0 with a 1, and I'm going to replace that with a 0. So that's now 16 across. And to make this 12, I need an 8 and a 4. So I replace that 1 with a 0, and I'll replace that with a 1. So I've got a 16 across grid, and I have a 12 down grid. And I don't need these. I don't need these. So I'm going to delete those out. And over here on my image, this entire first row is going to be white. Every one of those squares is going to be white. But in the second row, let me back up. They're all going to be white because none of them have more black than white in it. But if I go down here, white, 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 that's going to be black. That's going to be black. That's going to be black. I think this is going to be white, and the rest of them will be white. Third row, white, white, black, 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 and black. And then the rest will be white. White, white, black, 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 black. I think this is still more white than black, and the rest of them will be white. White, white, and white. Black, 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 black. More white, more white, more white. Now this one is white, but I think this one might be black. So I'll mark that as a black. And I'll go white, white, and white, and white. So I'm reading the colors. And then what I will do is I will go over here and I'll start putting those in. I need 16 of those ones. There's 16 there. And then I need 3 ones, 3 zeros, and then the rest ones, 2 ones, 5 zeros, and the rest ones. I need 2 ones, 5 zeros again, and the rest ones. And then this last row is 3 ones, 4 zeros, 4 ones, a 0, and 4 more ones. And I am just going to continue this process. So I see a lot of these, like 1, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. That's a 0. That's a 0. That's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 1. That's a 1. I still think that's a 1. That's 1. That's 1. So here's the next row is going to look like. 2 ones, 6 zeros, 7 zeros, 7 zeros, I believe. 2 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 zeros, and then the rest are all ones. So you just continue that process until you complete the pixelation grid. Now this grid on the left is going to look better because I'm using more pixels. And that is the takeaway from this activity. The more pixels you have, the better your images are going to be. So on your phone, how many megapixels are your pictures? The more megapixels, the better your pictures will be. All right. Good luck with this, kids. I'm going to keep going. See if I'm going to do the next one. Next row. 1 and a 1, and then I think I've got I think everything else is black except for the last 3 squares. So I'm going to go a whole lot of blacks, and the last 3 squares are going to be white. I think the next row is going to look the same way. I think this is going to be the only white square over here. I think this is going to be a white square. No, that's black. I think everything's black. Even this is black. So I think the last 2 squares. So this is what the next row is going to look like. 1, 1. A whole bunch of zeros, and there's going to be one more extra 0 there. And then 1, 1. And then the third row from the bottom looks like 3 whites, a black, 2 whites, 2 black, 2 whites, 1 black. I think 2 whites, 2 blacks, and a white. All right, let's go to this row here. Let's go to this row. So this is going to be white, white, I think a black. Then I think there are 4 whites and a black, 2 whites and a black, 3 whites and a black, and then a white. And I think this bottom row is all whites. All right. There is the pixelation widget, starting to look more and more like a lion.